Welcome. Hi, everyone, and welcome. I know most of you already, but for those who don't know me, my name's Felicia Rubenstein, and I'm the founder of HAYVN. We also have our amazing team here tonight, Malou, Kathy, Samantha, Teresa, and Catherine, our summer intern. So I hope you're all very excited as we are about the 5th HAYVN Hatch. And this is our very first virtual hatch. HAYVN, as you all know, is the co-working space geared towards women supporting, inspiring, and collaborating with other women, regardless of where they are in their professional journey. And HAYVN Hatch is just one of many events that we host. Tonight, it's about supporting and highlighting female entrepreneurs. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Kendra Farn, who has her own video production company in Fairfield County. Kendra actually produced our HAYVN videos, which we're thrilled about. As a former television producer and reporter, she knows how to keep a program moving along. So without further ado, I'm going to turn this over to Kendra.
Thank you, Felicia. Welcome, everyone, and welcome to HAYVN Hatch number 5. I have my headset on, so I know you all think that you're about to, fly away and I'm piloting a plane or teaching a fitness class, but I'm not. I just want my audio to be clear. We have a really fun night ahead. This is, as Felicia said, our 5th HAYVN Hatch, and while it looks a little different tonight, we are really, really proud and happy to take it virtual tonight. It's going to have the same energy, the same excitement, and all of the presenters are going to have the same inspiration that the first 4 hatches had right here at HAYVN Hatch in Darien, if any of you were able and lucky enough to attend any of those. And hey, if we have a couple glitches, a couple technical glitches tonight, does anyone care? No, we're having fun. So I hope you're sitting at home with no face mask on, your glass of wine, your cup of tea, whatever makes you happy, and strap in because we have a really, really inspirational night ahead. Tonight, you will be hearing from 5 different female entrepreneurs, 5 women. They are founders of their own businesses, and they are going to be making some unbelievable pitches tonight. They all 5 have tremendous potential, which is why they were chosen for tonight's HAYVN Hatch. Tomorrow, we encourage you to reach out to these 5 founders. We know that when you hear their pitches, you're going to have questions, you're going to have thoughts, you might wake up in the morning, you might want to inquire about anything at all, and we encourage you to reach out to them through their website. I can tell you, as a female founder and entrepreneur myself, any feedback, good, bad, or indifferent, is really, really helpful when you're launching or trying to expand your business. So we ask that you reach out to them through their website, but we also kindly ask that you not solicit them. Okay, a little housekeeping business here. There is an organization called Live Girl, and we are really, really proud to tell you that 100% of the proceeds and all of your generous donations tonight are going to Live Girl. Live Girl is a Fairfield County-based nonprofit that provides year-round, free of charge, leadership development and mentoring for girls aged in grades 5 through 12, and it's proven to build their self-esteem, their social emotional intelligence, and foster diversity, which we know is very important. And we are proud to say that tonight's HAYVN Hatch raised $750 going straight to Live Girl. So congratulations to all of you for contributing, and thank you for that. Okay, audience, presenters, judges, off to the pitches we go. Here's how it's going to work, so everyone is in line. Each female founder will have a total of 6 minutes. That will be 3 minutes for their presentation, and that will be timed by Holly Hurd. Holly will give each of the presenters a final 15-second countdown, so you should listen for that. She'll just say final 15, and you'll know you're about to come to the end. You will also then get 3 minutes of a question and answer period. Those questions can come from both the judges or audience members. That will be handled by Judge Marie Roca. Now, audience, we're going to ask that you please put your questions down at the bottom of your screen in the Q&A folder, but please only put questions as a presenter is presenting or right when a presenter has completed, because once we move on to another presenter, we're not able to entertain questions from someone who's already finished, just so that we can keep it clean. And Marie will be handling those that Q&A, and that's another 3 minutes, so a total of 6 minutes for each presenter. All right, is everyone ready? Off to the races we go. We are going to go in alphabetical order tonight, and our very first pitch is coming from Christine Daley with Daley Delivery.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes? Okay, hi, my name is Christine Daley, and I am the founder and CEO of Daley Delivery. Now, whether you love to cook or steer clear of the kitchen in general, we all need to eat. There are 4 ways that people get their food. They get them from groceries, restaurants, takeout, meal prep delivery. And then on top of that, the criteria of how they buy is always based on value, taste, convenience, and nutrition. And here's where we come in. The next slide, please. Roughly 3 years ago in Los Angeles, my best friend was nauseous around food during her 2nd pregnancy. Unable to feed herself and her family more than an English muffin, I thought I would stock her fridge up with delicious, healthy, fully prepared food that all she had to do was reheat and eat. And that was the birth of Daley Delivery. Next slide, please. So what do? Every week, I create seasonal, flavorful menus that clients end up selecting for 3 to 4 nights of food. While we offer meat and fish options, growing up vegetarian, I find I like to promote a less meat consumption diet and encourage people to be more plant-based. So once a week, we package, prepare, and deliver in compostable containers to our clients' doors. We also offer kid menus, family plans, and customizable menus for allergies. Next slide, please. What I have discovered through my travels around the world is that food shared around the table is where we get a greater understanding of one another. And we move so fast and we eat on the go and we focus on dieting so much so that we don't appreciate our food. And it's when we respect what we're putting in our bodies that we tend not to waste as much. We care more about where it's coming from and how it's been treated, and as well as just what's in it. So Daley Delivery is this perfect way of having a, quote, home-cooked meal that is convenient and healthy and tasty and reliable. And the next slide. We have 2 running Daley Deliveries, the original in Los Angeles and one in Fairfield County. An employee of mine continued to run Daley Delivery when I moved back to Connecticut about 2 years ago to be with my mom, who was losing her fight to cancer. After she passed away, I thought to honor her, I would launch a branch of Daley Delivery in Fairfield County, as she was the one who taught me how to cook. I was blown away by how successful it has been there. And in the first few months, it just spread because of word of mouth.
15 seconds.
Now we have 2 locations opening up in the fall of 2020. And I'm just really proud of what I created. And I'm honored to nourish my clients every week. And thank you for inviting me here. And I'm beyond excited to share my business with you all.
Thank you. That was awesome. Woo woo, I'll do the applause for everyone.
Thank you.
Okay, Marie is going to handle your question and answer. And again, audience, we ask you to please put your Q&A in the Q&A as opposed to in the chat. Marie, judges' questions and audience questions.
Allison, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for that. That sounds terrific. I certainly could be a terrific customer of yours. Can you take a moment on helping me understand the go-to-market strategy? And also, it looked like you have a lot of different chefs that each have clients. How do they get their clients? And then how does the pricing come back up to you? Kind of 3 questions in one.
So initially how it started, it was just me running all of it. And what I did was it was a word of mouth. I had asked some friends who were in different mom groups if they would share the word, because what I discovered was that my market initially tended to be working parents who were coming home and didn't want to have to worry about the food that they were going to eat, like the leftovers of what the kids had left over, like a grilled cheese and a carrot. They were still able to come home after a busy day and have food. That then moved into a different realm where I realized also singles, individual people were wanting to do less takeout, less cooking on their own, And so I realized that this market, actually, there were many people, and all it really required was a word of mouth that people trusted the food, the ingredients, and how it was prepared. And then also, it just was really good food. I love making food that is not diet-based. It's really just, if butter is better, it's going to be in the dish. Like, I'm not going to count the calories. I'm not going to do that. So the idea of just being consistent on that front. And so if you're trying to lose weight, maybe I'm not the best one. If you're trying to, even though most of it's super healthy, but the idea was that it was not calorie counting, focusing on good quality ingredients that were seasonal, and people respected that. And then the retention rate, clients just kept sharing and building. When we got really busy, I realized this is not just a Los Angeles or Fairfield County thing. This is useful for people. And especially with COVID happening, there are chefs out of work. There are people who don't want to go out. There are people who are sick of cooking. This is like your dream. Your fridge just gets stocked up with food. So what I've done is I've really just been incredibly thoughtful about who I choose to represent Daley Delivery, and see where the market is kind of a good fit.
1 minute left.
And people come and they get their fully prepared food, and it's all been word of mouth. I have not spent more than $5 on a Facebook ad for marketing in 3 years, which has been really great. Thank you. I hope that answers your question.
Perfect.
I think we have time for one more question. Doug, I don't know if you want
Talking a
to.
little bit on the operational side, Christine, where is the food prepared? How is it delivered, and how is it packaged?
So before COVID, it was different. We had a commercial kitchen that we were using. Now commercial kitchens are not open. So therefore, all of my clients or all of my chefs have a specific type of insurance and a license that they're allowed to cook. And the food is getting delivered in their home, or is getting prepared in their home, and then is delivered in compostable containers in coolers that get delivered and left at the door. There's no contact with anybody. I'll probably change and go back to commercial kitchen at some point, but.
All right. Christine Daley, Daley Delivery. Well done. Thank you, ma'am. Listen, so the moment is here. As I said before, the judges will be giving us one winner and one runner-up. Allison, I'm going to ask you to announce them. First the runner-up and then the winner. And if you would please also give us a little explanation as to the thought process that you three judges had in coming up with the runner-up and then the winner. So take it away, Allison.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And I'm anxious to see later what the audience thought, because I missed it because I was away. But sorry that it took us so long. It was so difficult. Everybody is so great, and everybody just kept talking about all the pros with all of the opportunities. So I hope that all 5 are going to be getting coaching, because you're all ready to scale and you're at an inflection point. And I want to be customers of all of you. And those that I can support. So at any rate, with that being said, tough call. But for this coaching package winner, our runner up, because that's who you asked me to start with, was Izana. And the reason that we went with Izana, although they're all fabulous, we were excited about the fact that the patent is there in place and underway. We think that that's really fabulous. We're also impressed with the fact that you've been through a few iterations, and given the few iterations and the patent and the manufacturing and things, we feel like you are ready to scale and could benefit significantly from the coaching. So runner-up is Anna. Good job. Again, so difficult, and everybody deserves to win. For the purposes of this particular competition, for the winner, we went with Izzy B's Bakery. Congratulations, Izzy. Tough again, because everybody's so different and fantastic in various different areas. And the reason that we went with Izzy was you're well poised with your distribution channel and your relationships that you've created so far. You've done a great job on the Northeast, and we think that you're probably ready to scale and move beyond the Northeast, and perhaps there's some good coaching that could help you get there. But everybody is so great, and I've listened and met with all of you many times. So congratulations. It was a tough call for all of us.
Awesome. Thank you, judges. Not easy. Listen, I want to reiterate what Allison said. I think all 5 female founders have amazing companies, amazing tenacity, and just so impressive and really inspiring. And I hope everyone sitting at home is inspired wherever you are in your work journey, that you are inspired by this, because presenting is not easy. And starting and founding and running a business is not easy either. And again, I want to say all of those 30 questions that are sitting in the Q&A audience, please send them along via the website to all of these female entrepreneurs, because any feedback is really helpful to them. We hope that that conversation with the audience can continue. As I said, we do have our next HAYVN Hatch already scheduled. We are hoping that it's going to be in person right here in Darien at HAYVN. And if not, we're going to do it again like we did it tonight, which was pretty flawless, I thought. So mark your calendars. It is Monday, October 19th. We are really hoping that you'll spread the word. And we're going to